The Reivers. Reivers. Whatever we read this name. William Faulkner. Faulkner, one of the Nobel Prize for Literature, one of the greatest writers in history. And Reivers itself, winner of the Pulitzer Prize for Literature. A fabulous novel, and one that this reader has found easier to take in, easier than The Sound of the Fury, As I Lay Dying. Novels on a much more somber note, but however, the plan is to try and continue and what we started yesterday before yesterday with Three Sisters, the idea that we should move a little the focus from films, anyway, films or series like Ted Lasso, and try and discard, not bother with the likes of the Blue Lagoon, The Awakening, and try and have a few words to say, if any, on some more. It's true, we also have to consider, who said that, I think Scott F. Fitzgerald, it's not a question of wanting to say something, but having something to say. So, no, it's not like that. He was referring to writing. You have to write because you have something to say, not because you want to say something like that. Anyway, so the Reivers, we have Lucius, an 11-year-old Lucius Priest from Mississippi. Nothing because Mississippi doesn't have a good image now, at least not here. You know, what with the politics it has, very red state, deep red, and some other things, but still, he is taking a trip. In fact, it's Boone, an employee and friend of the family, who takes advantage when grandfather, called boss by everybody, including his grandson, is away from the small town. Jackson was the name. Boone takes advantage and goes away, drives away with the automobile. The automobile itself, like the story in general, in fact, it has an amusing story. Somebody came with this is 1905, by the way, came with an automobile in this small town, and another banker imposed an injunction, said, well, we should never have something like this, noisy, polluting in our town, so forbidden. And to show his strength, pride, the boss bought an automobile without the intention of using it. Indeed, he has pretty much the same views as his fellow banker on the matter. He couldn't accept the injunction as such, so he's buying this auto. Boone is driving it, and driving it all the way to Memphis. That's the plan, at least, when, as I said, boss is away for 4 days, maybe more. That's his calculation, Boone's calculation. And it's not an easy task because, first of all, they have to cross a river. These are not the days of highways. And this river has, it's difficult to get, has some holes with mud. But there is also an entrepreneur with his mules waiting, charging a lot. That is, in the end, $6. Why? It was $2 last year. Yeah, well, it doubled. But then why $6? You have 3 people that you were to. He's tough. He's 11 years old. Plus, they have they discovered that they have Ned, the most important next to Boone. I'm sorry, next to Lucius. Boone is also important, but I would say third in rank. So Ned McCollin from, what is it, Jefferson, Mississippi. That's how he introduces it. He sounds the name, but there's racism, heavy racism, in an age when there was more than segregation, in fact worse than that. And he's ignored, abused, but he's the wisest, cleverest of them all. He has EQ, emotional intelligence, which is more important than the classical one, IQ, it was discovered. Intuition, courage, valor, curiosity, and so much more. In fact, another note is required for this, and we'll have another one tomorrow, inshallah.